A warm welcome to everyone. My name is Sujal Naik and this is my demo for teaching. Today we are going to see what are options. So let us begin. In today's class we are going to understand the meaning and definition of options, parties to options, terminology in options and moneyness of options. So let us understand the meaning of options contract. The right but not the obligation to buy or sell a standard quantity of underlying asset on or before a agreed date at a fixed price. So, in an option contract, there are two parties, that is option buyer and option seller. The option buyer has the right but not the obligation to buy or sell the standard quantity of underlying asset. Now, what is this underlying asset? The option is a derivative. And what is a derivative? Derivative is something whose price is derived from the underlying asset. So, the price of this option is obviously dependent on the underlying asset. So, in this contract, it is the date on which this contract is going to be performed is already decided, and also the price of this contract is also predetermined. Now, why an investor uses options? The two main reasons why investor would use options is to, first one is to speculate and second one is to hedge. Speculating is buying and selling of stocks to make profits, and hedge is something that you are protecting yourself from the future losses. That is called as hedging. Now let us see the definition of options. Option is a financial derivative, a right but not the obligation to buy or sell the underlying asset at a predetermined price. So again, as I said, financial derivative is something that derives its price from an underlying asset. So its price is completely dependent on the price of its underlying asset. The underlying assets could be like stocks or bonds, etc. So in options contract, there is a right but not the obligation to buy or sell the underlying asset, and the price is also predetermined in this contract. Options may be defined as a contract between two parties whereby one party obtains the right but not the obligation to buy or sell a particular asset at a specified price or on or before a specified date. So what we understand is there are two parties in this option contracts. One is the buyer of the contract and one is the seller of the contract. The buyer of the contract obtains the right but not the obligation, and the seller has the obligation. And this contract is to buy or sell a particular asset, and the price and the date is predetermined. Now let us understand the parties of options contract. So there are two parties: option holder, that is the person who buys the option, and option writer, the person who sells the option or writes the option. The option holder is the one who acquires a right but not the obligation to buy or sell, and option writer acquires the obligation. Now, this option to buy or sell, the option hold for this option having at his hands, the option holder has to pay a certain price, and that price is called option premium. This price is paid by option holder to option writer to obtain this right to buy or sell the contract. Now, what is call and put options? these are two types of options. First one is call option and second one is put option. Call option. Now, call option is the option to buy. In this, there are two parties, call buyer and call seller. Call buyer or buying call gives purchaser, that is the call buyer, to the right to buy the stock from the seller of option, and selling calls or call seller is forced to sell the stock to buyer at predetermined price, which is mentioned in the contract and which is predetermined. Now, call put option. Put option is the option to sell. Here also there are two parties, put buyer and put seller. Buying puts or buying puts gives purchaser right to sell stock to the put seller at predetermined price, and selling put forces the put seller to buy stock if put buyer exercises the option to sell its option. Now let us look at the terminologies used in the options contract. Firstly, exercise price or strike price. The exercise price or the strike price is the price at which the underlying security can be purchased or sold when trading a call or put option, respectively. The exercise price is the same as the strike price of an option, which is known when an investor takes trade. Expiration date or exercise date in derivatives is the last day that the derivative contract or the option contract are valid, until that are valid, which is already mentioned or already predetermined in the contract. Option premium, it is the income received by the seller of the option contract to another party. So option premium is the price that the option buyer has to pay to the option seller to acquire the right to either buy or sell. Call option. Call option is the right to buy. So call option is one of the type of option wherein in the contract the option buyer has the right to buy, not the obligation. And put option again is another type of option wherein the put buyer has the right to sell, not the obligation. Now let us understand what is moneyness of option. There are three types of moneyness, that is in the money, at the money and out of the money. It is different for both call option and put option. In the table mentioned here, we can see S and X. So S is the current market price of the underlying asset, that is we called as S. It is the spot market, and X is the exercise price or price which is decided by the parties for the options contract. So for in the money, for call option, S or spot price should be greater than X, and the value here will be spot price minus the exercise price. And for put option, spot price should be less than X price for the option buyer to exercise it, and the value which he will derive is equal to exercise price minus the spot price. At the money situation arrives when spot price is equal to X price in both call option and put option. For call option, out of the money arrives when spot price is less than the X price, and for put option, out of the money arrives when spot price is greater than exercise price, and for out of the money situation, both the values of call option and put option becomes 0. So what is underlying asset? Underlying assets is the, for example, is given as stock, bond, index, currency, commodity, etc. These are all the underlying assets on whom the options or the derivatives prices depend. So on the prices or movements of prices of these underlying assets, the value of the options completely depends on it. So there are two parties to the options contract, buyer or holder of the option and writer or seller of the option. The option holder has the right to choose and the option writer has the obligation to fulfill whatever the option holder chooses to do. Option holder for this option to hold at his hand has to pay a price to the option writer, which is called a premium. Option price or premium, as I just said, the amount of money that investors pay for a call or put to the writer. Expiration date is the day on which the option is no longer valid, and strike price is the price specified in the options contract by both the parties. Index options are, index is the underlying. So what are index is, examples are Nifty, Sensex, etc. So the price of these options completely depend on the price movements of these index or indices. Stock options, again similar, option prices completely depend on the stock prices. So now there are two types of options, American options and European options. American options are exercised at any time up to the expiration date, and European options exercised only on the expiration date itself. In India, NSE stock options are American style, which is that they can be exercised and sold at any time before expiration. So now we know that there are call option, put option, American and European option, stock option and index option. Now let us understand moneyness of the option in detail. So what is in the money option? An option that would lead to a positive cash flow to the holder if it were exercised immediately. So the option, if is exercised by the option holder, and whatever value he is going to receive is going to lead him to a positive cash flow, then the holder will exercise it. And if it is leading to a positive cash flow, then the option is in the money option. At the money option is an option that would lead to a zero cash flow if it were exercised immediately. So when the holder of option cannot get a positive cash flow and there is zero cash flow when it is to be exercised or the option is to be exercised, it is called as at the money option. And out of the money option is that option that would lead to a negative cash flow if it were to be exercised immediately. So here there is no positive or zero cash flow, but there is a negative cash flow if the holder chooses to exercise the option. So here we can see that for call option, in the money is when spot price of the underlying asset is greater than the X price that is decided. Out of the money for call option is when spot price is less than the exercise price. At the money is when spot price is equal to X price or exercise price. For put option, in the money or profits is when spot price is less than exercise price. Out of the money for put option or out of profit is when spot price is greater than X price, and at the money is when spot price is equal to X price. So that is it for today. Thank you.